Well, hello there. So I just got the feeling a few minutes ago to do this reading. It's pretty particular, not my usual style, but I just do what I'm told. So take what resonates, discard what doesn't. This is kind of more of an adult themed kind of thing, so if that is something that you're not comfortable with, then go ahead and just click on out of here. I think we're going to see what your essence is, like sacral chakra, what kind of power you got going on. Because the sacral chakra is about creativity, sensuality, sexuality, all that kind of stuff. It can all be tied in together. And if you're not someone who does that kind of thing or whatever, then maybe there's something in here for you. Maybe there's not. I don't know. Or maybe there's something you don't even know about yourself. Let's just see. Page of Wands. Okay. Three of Swords. Two of Swords. Okay. On the bottom, we have the Three of Wands. So, I think that getting in touch with your sensuality is something you've decided to explore recently, or something that you might decide to explore. Because we've got the Page of Wands, which it's a very passionate, fiery energy, but it's new, it's exciting, I don't want to say like undeveloped, but it's just starting out. The Three of Swords, I feel like maybe this is a part of yourself that you've either repressed or just has not been able to be expressed in a very long time for whatever reason. Trigger warning if that's from past experiences, abuse, shame, those kind of things, which in the society that we live in, it's very common to be shamed around our sexuality or our urges, things like that. But with the Two of Swords here, and like, they're kind of looking, I mean, the eyes are still closed. They're still looking towards a certain sword. So maybe you were being led to this self-discovery, this part of yourself that you have not been able to express or experience, or have been repressing, or are getting reacquainted with, perhaps. And I feel like this is going to help you bring balance. I mean, because we have to be balanced in all areas or whatever, but I feel almost like it's a guided curiosity. And we also have the Magician. So this is all, I want to say this is all divinely led. And I know that a lot of people like to separate, especially that part of ourselves from our belief systems, but we're all in human bodies, okay? Human bodies be doing human body things. All right? It's all natural. It's fine. pleasure, surrender, and masks. It's time to step out into the light. It's time to step out, live out loud, reveal the secrets within yourself that maybe you don't even know of. But your intuition is guiding you to do this, that you need to work through the feelings of shame that you have, the feelings of guilt that you have, or the feelings that other people have raised you to have around your body. Or trigger warning again. Sexual abuse is something that I experienced when I was very, very young, like still toddler young, for a prolonged period of time. And it's something that continued onward with different people throughout my childhood, adulthood, you know, kind of like most of my life. But there was a point in time where I considered myself all used up already, where I felt so much shame and guilt for even, like, I guess, having a body, having organs, having biological things, because that was something that, from my experiences, had always been swept under the rug. We don't talk about it. We pretend like it didn't happen. We look the other way. It's something that's shameful anyway. You just do it to please your partner, and that's it. It's something you only do whenever you can't avoid it. So even if it is allowed or illegal or whatever you want to call it, it was still something that was very shame-based, even excluding the abuse part, which also was a very victim-blaming situation, to the point where I just didn't even talk about it, or who or what or anything, for years, because nobody would do anything and nobody would care. And yes, those were massive disservices to me, and they did cause a very long-term effect on me. But part of that is just generational, and it took me a very long time to realize that it wasn't my fault. I mean, obviously, like, what, 2-year-old asks for that? But anyway, it just ingrained a lot of things within me that caused me to feel as though I was a problem, as though, especially as I grew up and started, puberty and whatnot, that just led to even more struggle on my part, because I felt like I had already been used up and I was already ruined, whatever. Do I think that now? No. Do I want anybody else to ever think that ever? No. But those are all things that I had to work through and work on. And they were done to me. They were not my fault, but they were still my responsibility to work through and accept, and in some ways even forgive myself for feeling that way. And that's just a part of the journey. That's a part of my journey anyway. I hope that you are not and have not been in a similar situation, but if you have, then I can completely relate. And this really is all led. It's all divinely led. You're feeling these urges. You're feeling this curiosity for a reason. And that might bring up a lot of really uncomfortable, hard things to think about. It might bring up things that you didn't even know had been taking place. Things that you blocked out, whatever. And it can be scary. But that is part of the work. That's part of the shadow work. That's part of removing these masks that have been placed upon you, not only by other people, but also by yourself. Because what I've come to realize, and this isn't just about sexual abuse. This is all kinds of abuse. Once you're so far deep in it, like, it doesn't stop when you get out. This reading is getting real deep and real heavy, but it is what it is. And you learn coping mechanisms when you experience this kind of thing. And I mean, I've had things happen to me that most people wouldn't even want to think about being humanly possible. And I can dissociate like nobody's business. Like, I'm not going to get into specifics, but I've had to learn to like just about everything to survive at some point, and to completely remove myself from my body because of what was being done to it. And after you do that for so many years, and you've been conditioned for that to be normal, for that to be okay, for that to be someone else's stress reliever, is, you know, your body and your emotions and your whatever, you know, whatever their brand of abuse is. Once you're that far deep into it, you end up self-abusing, because once you leave, you've still got all that ingrained in you. You don't need someone else to gaslight you, because like, you're already going to do it yourself. You don't need someone to make you feel ashamed of your body, because you're already going to do that yourself. You don't need someone to triangulate you or isolate you, because you're already going to do that to yourself to stay safe. It's such a multifaceted thing, and there are so many different parts to it. Is that something that you may struggle, or that, not you, I don't want to say you, because I don't know if this is anything you've even experienced. If it is, I'm so sorry. I lost track. Anyway, it might be something that you struggle with forever, but this part particularly right now is you being led to explore things because you're allowed to allow yourself to explore things, to give yourself permission to access that part of you that you have hidden so deep down, or that you never even knew existed in the first place. This is what you need to do to help yourself be whole. And it can be really hard. I know that. I promise. But this is a part of you that, if you can learn to come to terms with, or to accept and then explore, it's so much more powerful than not knowing anything about it at all. It's another part of your experience on this earth. You know, whether that helps you be more creative, whether you're an artist, whatever that may be. Maybe you're just someone who wants to be able to experience physical things in a healthy way that you can enjoy and not be terrified of. Valid. Totally valid. 100%. But this is also, I mean, it's okay to feel good. It's okay to make yourself feel good. It's okay to find out what genuinely feels good. And part of that is finding out what doesn't. You know. Surrendering to the process. And she's breastfeeding there, but I don't want to, show that or whatever. This is a part of nurturing yourself that is going to help you come into balance. And I honestly think really learn about yourself, learn about this entire aspect of you, because we're all multifaceted. that you have not experienced before. And it will help you live out loud, and it will help you with your confidence, and I think it'll make you feel braver in a way. Even if nobody sees it, nobody's going to know what you do. Nobody needs to know what you do. It's nobody's business. It's only yours. But I think this is going to uncover a lot of things that you didn't know about yourself, and that's not all bad. I think this is going to be a part of a healing journey that's really kind of monumental for you, honestly. Because it can be beautiful, it can be wonderful, it can be great. We just have to learn to let it be. Number 5, flower of life. So number 5 is change, and flowers bloom. Home, number 13. And number 37, the tree of life. This is a growth process. Flowers grow, trees grow. You're coming home to yourself, and you're finding a home within yourself that you probably didn't even know existed, or that you really needed to renovate. We'll just put it that way. That you needed to revisit. You need to go back so that you can go forward. And we have the numbers 5, 1 and 3 is 4, so like that reminds me of the 4 of Wands. And then number 3 and 7 is 10, which is the end of a difficult cycle. But let's see where can we lead with this? Like, how can I help you with this? Because I have the gist of it, but I don't know what to do from here. So, burden. So maybe this reading is about helping you realize what your burden is if you didn't know. Inner journey. Recognize that this is a part of your journey. Journeys are not always outwards. And limited possibilities. Tapping into the potential that you have within you for growth and for change and for experiencing life and for experiencing joy and pleasure and all the things. Aw, new beginnings, masculine energy, movement into balance, transformation. So this is going to help you get into, and there's no gender in tarot, okay? We all have masculine and feminine sides, energies, okay? We all do. I feel like this is going to help you heal either your outlook on other people who are on masculines, either people who are male or who are in their masculine energy. If this is a wound that's coming from something that you've been done to by masculine people, this can help you heal that and help you come into balance, because that's what this is really. We need to water the top of the plant so that we can grow on the bottom and work on our roots and then grow outward and upward. Your wisdom, your mind. So working on the non-physical parts of this, because this is not purely a physical journey. I mean, it's not. There's so much more that goes into it. Your loyalty, so being loyal to yourself and loyal to this journey. The way you sound, so maybe your self-talk, maybe, I don't know, maybe you're learning the sounds that you didn't know you could make, who knows? The way you care for others. So if this is something that has been utilized in the past, either by other people or by you, as a form of, stress relief, soothing, self-regulation, whatever, working on this part of yourself and figuring this out and coming into balance and healing it and whatever is going to help you be able to care for others and yourself in a healthier way. I see you in my future. So this is something that you're meant to do. You're meant to heal it. We already know that. And this is something that's going to give you like lifelong reward. This is a part of yourself that you're going to learn and experience, and it's going to integrate and be a part of you. It's going to be a side of you that you didn't even know you had, that you can learn. You can learn yourself. You can experience yourself. You can do all of that. Your voice. So maybe being on this journey is going to help you find your voice in a way similar to how it's helped me find mine and help me to articulate in a way that will hopefully help other people in their own experiences, in their own lives, because we live, we learn, we help other people learn. I always try to be what I needed and did not have. I have been all on my own for, I don't know, pretty much my entire life, which is fine, because that's what's given me the experience and the strength to not only endure a lot of things, but also it's given me the space and the time to process these things so that I can help other people who are going through it, and they can have someone. Even if it's just watching a video on YouTube. The way you move. So I see this as the way that you move forward and the way that you use your voice to stand up not only for yourself, and you have to know your needs to tell people what your needs are if you're going to be with other people in that way. But also finding a way to speak your truth and also live your truth. Whew. That was a pretty deep read. I don't know what I was expecting, but maybe not that. Anyway, I genuinely hope that this is a part of you that you can find and heal and learn with. It's going to take you time, okay? You've already gotten to this point in life where you're at, and it's not going to heal overnight. Healing is not linear. It's going to take time, and it's going to take effort and patience and practice and perseverance and all those things. But it is worth doing. It is something that if you don't do this, it's going to keep coming back and keep coming back and keep coming back until you deal with it. And that's hard to hear. It's hard for me to say because I don't want to sound as though I'm trying to chastise anyone or do anything like that, especially whenever it comes to such a personal thing. But your intuition is going to lead you, okay? You're being led. See the word intuition right here somewhere. So if you're wondering why you're even feeling this or having these urges to experience things or being taken back to memories and experiences and things like that that you wouldn't normally think about, it's supposed to happen. It's because you're ready to do this now. You might not feel ready. But a lot of times when we are ready for things, we don't feel like we're ready for. And that's just going to add to your strength. Hang in there. You'll get there. It's a lifelong process. Sometimes.